Hey guys, Jake here. You know what I like to do when I'm bored? Draw cartoons. And my favorite cartoon is SpongeBob SquarePants. So today, I'm gonna teach you guys how to draw SpongeBob. Let's begin. So the first thing we're gonna do is draw a cube, and this isn't an exact cube. SpongeBob is actually more of a trapezoid, maybe closer to a rectangle, somewhere between that. So what we're gonna do is start off with a smaller line on the bottom, and it's going to ease up to a slightly bigger line, and then we will connect the lines down here. So now we've got kind of this weird looking cube. And what we're going to do now is make it look a little more spongy. And by that, we're going to give it waves. So you just go up and down all the way around his body. And keep in mind that this isn't his, including his pants. We're going to get to that next. This is just his facial sponge area. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to make his clothes. And this is very easy because it's simply making a box. So basically you're making a cube, not a trapezoid this time, just a regular cube, and you're going to connect that. There's only two sides that you're going to be able to see with this one. And now we're going to create his tie, which is literally just a zigzag like this, kind of a diamond shape. And we're going to cut right in between that. We're going to intersect right in the middle, like this. And this is basically the division between his pants and his shirt. The next thing we're going to do up in his shirt area is we're going to give him collars, which is basically just two triangles on each side. And then the only other thing we need to do is create his belt, which are basically rectangles that go across his body. So we draw it like this, and we color them in black. Okay. So now that we've got that done, we're going to work on his face. And his face is very expressive, so everything's going to be pretty big. The first thing we're going to do is create his eyes, which are these big circles that are on the top third of his face. And next we're going to draw his nose for now. And this is literally just kind of a long sideways exclamation point. And I try to put more of the bendiness, I guess, on the bottom to give it some weight. And now we're going to go to his smile, and his smile goes all the way across his face. So we literally just make a big smile all the way across. And now we're going to give him his cheeks. And that is done by making these C-looking things right here. And we continue it by making a half circle that's really big. And also, his cheeks have freckles, so I usually give him about 3 freckles on each cheek. So now we've got his teeth, and his teeth are literally just squares. Try to give him some space in between there. And then we draw his lip, and his lip, we try to make it so that there's some pressure, you can see, with the teeth. So now we're going to put some holes on SpongeBob, because what would he be without his holes? We're going to do maybe one big one on each corner, and then on the other corners we're going to do 2 smaller ones, just to space them out. And then you can do like 1 or 2 on the other sides. All right, so now we're going to do his eyelashes, and those are literally just really tiny, just 3 black squares. So now we've got a body, but we have no arms or legs. So let's start with the arms. The first thing we want to do is create his sleeves. And his sleeves, ironically, are not even connected to his shirt. They're actually connected to his face area. So what we're going to do is draw this very elongated C, and then connect it on the bottom. You can erase if you need to. And then we're going to draw his arms. Now it's important to make sure that they're not too skinny or too thick, because SpongeBob could end up just looking weird if you go one extreme or the other. So I try to just eyeball it and make his arms seem proportionate to what SpongeBob's body is. And then we're gonna draw his hands. His hands, he only has 4 fingers per hand. He doesn't have 5. All right, so now all we have left are his legs. And he actually is wearing shorts. So we're going to draw these 2 cylinders that are evenly spaced right here. And then under that, we're going to, like the arms, draw these legs right here. Have them go all the way down. And we're going to draw his socks. And he has 3 lines that represent his socks, okay? So we're almost done. What we're gonna do now is draw his shoes. And the easiest way to draw his shoes for me personally is to draw 1 big circle up in the front and a tiny circle in the back. We're gonna draw an even tinier circle in the big circle to show the highlight, and we're just gonna color it in black. And then we're gonna do the exact same thing for the other one. Okay, so this is also to be fancy. If you want, you can do some shading. And by this, I mean just coloring in the sides of SpongeBob over here and here. And if you really want to be fancy, you can also make the holes even darker to give it some depth. And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that this has inspired you to draw some cartoons in the future. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later.